Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Shawn Anthony. I'm excited because, guys, I wanted to introduce a new segment of the show, and this new segment is called Wednesday Wisdom. So you probably want to, okay, what is Wednesday Wisdom? There are phenomenal quotes that exist from some of the most amazing athletes, entertainers, entrepreneurs, and more. And what better place to talk about those quotes and how they can be impactful for you this week. So on Wednesday Wisdom, I want to share with you this quote that I found from Inky Johnson. If you're not familiar with Inky Johnson, he is a guy who has become one of the top motivational speakers in the world, who suffered a horrific injury while playing for the Tennessee Vols. And he's somebody that should have been in the NFL. We're talking about someone who made it out of nothing. And one of the things he said this at the 8% conference. We're going to put this link in the bio. And today's Wednesday Wisdom quote is this. He said, "Every storm has an expiration date." And I want that to sink in for you right now, right? Think about a storm that you have been through. Think about a time where you thought, I might not make it through this, but I want you to reflect on that time and realize where you are now. Or perhaps you're going through that storm. So I want to guide you through a couple of ways on how you can really start thinking about, okay, how does this really entertain and how does this not only impact my life, but how can I take what has happened to me and make it something that is beneficial and in my benefit? So let's talk about this, right? When you're faced with opposition, you have to realize that changes will happen, and changes is how you view your life. It changes how you might perceive things or how you might look at people moving forward. But I want you to remember, forget what should have happened and live in what's happening. For me, I had a storm come in January, and anybody know about entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is tricky, right? Some months are good. Some months are great. Some years are phenomenal. Some years you're pivoting, trying to figure it all out. I had some changes happen in January where I felt like I was going through a storm. And one of the things I did that's by far helped me is I started getting myself out there more, showing what I'm up to behind the scenes. The daily things that you would never imagine people cared about drew people into me and what was going on. And right now you might be going through that storm, and remember, record yourself going through it, because that same feeling you have right now, where you feel like nobody's listening, nobody's paying attention, will be your most amazing triumph story. And I want you to think about this as you move on throughout today, and you think about this quote, right? And this quote is, every storm, I'm gonna say this again, I want you to write this down if you have to. Every storm has an expiration date. What you're going through right now is not going to last forever. Fabulous has a line. Everybody knows, I'm really big on hip hop, really big on music. And one of the lines Fabulous says is, tough times don't last, tough people do. And if you're a listener of this show, you're a tough person. You're gaining wisdom. You're gaining knowledge. And thank you for tuning in to this week's Wisdom Wednesdays. Check you out soon. And always remember, dream it, believe it, go out and get it.